Havana, ooh, nah, nah. Half of my heart is in Havana, ooh, nah, nah.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Hustle video. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Hustle video series with me, the 97 rapper, author, entrepreneur. Not trying to change the world, but attempting to change world. So today I want to speak about a very interesting thing. I'm just going to call it the secret, or the simple secret to success. I think if we follow this pattern, we will be successful, and not only successful, but we will be greater than the person we relate to who is in our field. In my case, that is SuperMega, and that's why this video is called Beating SuperMega. If you don't know who SuperMega is, he's a South African rapper and he goes by the name AKA. Now I've actually burnt my boat by saying that, because now everyone will expect that this guy said he's going to be greater than AKA. I want to look at this and I want to see this in a few years, considering the fact that I only have 8 subscribers on YouTube. I only get like less than 10 views on my videos on YouTube. I have like 34 followers on Twitter, so it doesn't like really look possible for me, considering the fact that AKA has 2.2 million followers currently on Twitter, and I'm sure that it's growing. So if you look at the odds, it doesn't look great, but I believe that by using this strategy, I'm gonna be better than SuperMega. Let me start by telling you a story. There was this kid, he was called Billy Boho. Okay, let's just say he was a guy. He was born knowing who he is. First step, he was born knowing who he is, right? So he knew who he was, what his purpose on earth was, and what he wanted to do on earth. So he was self-aware. He knew his strengths, he knew his weaknesses, he doubled down on his strengths, and he just knew who he was and why he was placed here. Number 2, this guy Billy Boho knew what he wanted to achieve in life. So we are skipping this span over here. We're going here from 1, 2, and then putting 3 over here. So he knew what he wanted to achieve. His goals were clear and set. He knew that I want to do 1, 2, 3, and 6. He knew why he was placed on earth. He knew that he had a purpose. Number 3, Billy Boho knew exactly what he needed to do in order to achieve what he wanted to achieve, which flows from knowing who he is. So he knew who he was. Because he knew who he was, he knew what he wanted to achieve. And knowing what he wanted to achieve, he knew what he had to do in order to achieve that. That's the story of Billy Boho. He was born knowing who he was. He knew what he wanted to achieve. He closed his eyes, which is very important, and he did what he needed to do and achieve these goals. As simple as that. And that's what I want to say to you today. If I want to beat SuperMega, what I need to know is, number 1, who I am, what I want to achieve, and then I have to do the hardest part of all, because it's easy to figure out who you are. It's easy to set goals, but actually doing what you need to do in order to realize that goals is the difficult part. Because what Billy did was Billy closed his eyes and only opened them until... So closing your eyes is a very hard thing to do, because you are going to have to say no to a lot of things in life. You're going to have to say no to parties, you're going to have to say no to Black Fridays, you're going to have to say no to relationships with people. You're going to have to close your eyes and open them up when you are, let's say, 30, 29, 40, 45. When you have realized your dreams. It's basically like closing your eyes, knowing the direction in which you want to walk, and just start walking, and only opening your eyes once you get there. Not seeing any of the distractions that are next to you. Closing your ears as well, so not listening to the opinions of people, but just doing you, because you know who you are, what you want to achieve, and how to get there. Take that model, apply it to your life. Figure out who you are. Set goals. And then do what you need to do in order to achieve them. Close your eyes, say no to things. Say no to certain relationships. Say no to spending money irresponsibly. Say no to a whole range of things. I think I'm gonna have to do another video in which I speak about what you can do to close your eyes and open them up until you achieve Billy Boho status. I'm gonna be SuperMega. Thank you for watching.
Nobody got it like I got it where I came from. Cuban cigars up in your videos. Touching my chance.